many places, I've seen too many things, but I have never seen just somebody who could feel me. Can you feel me now? Day after day after day, I'm thinking I should be out there making more. Believe me, it kills me to know I am deceiving, misleading. Gotta take you with me now. Can you feel the sun wash over? Let me show you who I am and what I've done. I should be making songs about all I've left behind, and maybe people will think she's got something that's alright. I think I'll pass this time. Away, over the ocean, away, into the horizon. They won't take what I am away. Feel my devotion. I'll take the string. I'm not okay. I could do more than this. I will take you with me now. Can you deal with the exposure? I can show you who I am and what I've done. I'll be making songs about all I've left behind, and people who won't listen don't matter much to me now. Can you feel this time? Away, over the ocean, away, into the horizon. They won't take what I am away. Feel my devotion. I'll take the string. I'm not okay. I could do more than this. Away, over the ocean, away, into the horizon. They won't take what I am away. Feel my devotion. I could do more than this.
Good time zones, everybody, and welcome. For it is Thursday, and my brain is bleh. I have one, but it doesn't want to work, lady. Why not? Well, I mean, doesn't he actually say what the smegging derpiness the actual stream is about? It just tells me derp derp beat up beat up derp beat up beat up derp beat up beat up kraken. No. I have no brain and I must stream and I don't know what's going on. That started off as something and ended up more as Pinocchio. I got no brain to keep me down, I got no strings to hand me round, I don't know what's going on, there's no derping on me. Derp, derp, beat up, derp, derp, derpy, derpy, derp, 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 beat up, derp, derp, derpy, derpy, derp, derp, derp. Yeah, off to a great start. There are reasons, and you know what? Don't give a shit. Wow, that's one of the first times I've actually really used the fact that I'm actually broadcasting as a mature flag. Woo! Okay. Yep. It's best never to understand whether or not I actually have any idea what's going on. Because today, I do not. It's all myth. Myth, I tell you. Probably hit and miss. Or maybe it's a mystery. Who knows? I'm not too sure. Due to reasons, I have no sanity. Due to many reasons, I have no brain. Due to even more reasons, I broke out the... I broke out the kraken before the stream. So, there has been some kraken attacking. What I'm actually looking for right now is... there it is. Basalt. What I also could really do with is some inventory space. Inventory. Why art thou completely derped? Okay. How is everybody else this evening? Greetings to Squishy and Kel, and I think I saw Shadow Sky there. Yes. Hello, welcome. Greetings and salutations to all of you. Oh, it's going to be one of those ones, isn't it? Let's see. First things first, I want to use Cheaty Cam. What level are we... Diamond's still there. Hey, TGM. If I have Cheaty Cam on, can I... 16. 16 is what I'm aiming for. And I still don't have a clue what I'm aiming for. And I'm starting at 6. So we have to go down 10 blocks over the course of a few. Lovely. Ay, tequila. Ay, tequila. I should probably actually, thinking about it, let's empty my inventory just a little. Let's do excavations and then construction. There's no point in having all these materials in my inventory to construct stuff if I don't actually have the area opened up into which I wish to build. Where's the music? Music! Hello! Oh. Apparently... What? What? Why? Music. Why? That's better. I don't know. I think the music has decided doesn't it want to be involved. Brilliant. Today is Derp City. Take me down to Derp City, where the builds are huge and the madness is pretty. Yeah, that one doesn't work. I need that one doesn't scan so well. I need to work on that one. So the boss is sober and the music is drunk. Yay! And so is the streamer. No, I am not. I am sober. I'm a little bit less than 100% sober, however. Actually, I'm going to hold on to that. Yet. I am sober yet. Yeah, well, oh, actually, since I'm forever running out of cobbled deep slate for now, yes. Since I'm forever running out... There's no point in... Where the heck did I move? There it is. I lost my fortune pickaxe. I don't know where I left it. I left it in the chest with all the other things. Not quite sure what the other things were. But hey. Hallelujah. 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 We're all going splat today. And that prediction came absolutely correct. It was not intended to, but hey, it happens. Splat. Splat. Holy rotten hole, Splatman. No, Splatman? What the heck is Splatman? Is that like, Brilliant. And my brain is going, is that anything like Scatman John? I'm the Splatman. Well, now I know where I'm aiming for. Unfortunately, it's significantly lower than I was expecting. Whoopsie. I'm the Splatman. Flatman and Ribbon. Flatman. Is that like. Yep. Boing. Boing, said Zebedee as his sanity fell off a cliff. So it's not a 1 in 1, it's not a 1 in 2. What the heck flipping angle do I need this to be? Good time zones, Frauke. And welcome. 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 No. Right. Oh, it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. Everybody up. Everybody down. Everybody up. Everybody down. Falls are generally unintentional. Ah. Alrighty then, laddie. Do you think you might want to change? Reactive. Yep. Do you think you might want to change your plan of action there, laddie? Ay, caramba, said Batman. Batman? Right. No. So we'll count that towards a real fall. It's so nice to know that you all have my back. Or maybe, yeah, you all have a good view of where my back hit. Okay, what I might do is, if I were a rich derp, derp, I would be a witch derp. Ah, yes. That makes more sense. Sure, Miss Moneypenny. Do you think you might actually want to make some sense down here? I have no clue what's going on. Do-da. Ain't got a clue what's going on. Do-da-do-da-day. It's no sanity to drink me on. So what I think I'm going to do is bring the ramp... is go for a 1 in 2 slope. And then have it so that it actually turns down into the mine. That feels like it's probably much more sensible.
Sensible? Sensible? Why? What do you do with that?
Why not? It's more fun. Wait. Who am I and what have I done with Scots? Let me rephrase that. It might not be more fun, but it'd certainly be much more interesting as a build. That makes more sense. Now that sounds like the Scotsman we're more used to.
Quick! Somebody figure out how to make this world more sane.
You're right. Yay! More drink for us to cause you to snort through your nose. And straight out to the keyboard. Tally-ho! Ding 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 ding. Nope. Ding 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 ding. You should know by now that you are now an open target for that. Look, if I'm going to put up with everything that I put up with as the person causing all of this madness, you're going to have to cope with the fact that I am going to attempt to just make everybody insane. Ding dong madness on high, the Scotsman's going crazy. This also allows me to take the path from a 5 to a 3 at a convenient location, aka the point at which it turns a corner. It was 5 blocks wide. Now it is only 3. Really? Twee? It's very twee. It's a pretty twee. 1, 2, twee! I'm gonna regret not having more shulker boxes. Ow. Really? How did I wedge my... What? How? How? Here we see the butt side of the Scotsman's jokes. How the heck do I get down from here safely? How did I even get up here? Right. So that's both a splat and a fall, I think. We're all doomed. Doomed, I tell you. I didn't even anvil myself first. Hi! Sean Splattery. Let's hold on to the deep slate. And cobbled deep slate goes into... there. And hey, we've gained wooden planks. Well, it's nice to know that we've started the stream off well. So far, I've gone completely crazy and splatted myself into the wall 3 times. That was a fall. That was not intentional. How do I get out of here? Help! I'm trapped in my own... I'm trapped in my own build. I'm lost. Now I really am lost. Help! Somewhere around here there's a way out. This is all too way out, man. Just let me get up. Hooray! I survived! I will survive. But not based on my logic. Yeah, I want to know what's going on so I can survive. I don't know what's going on. And I'm gonna dub this song. Right. Hello, Sibi. Hello, greetings and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Is it madness? It is strong this evening. Well done. You think you can sleep?
You think you can sleep through a stream like this?
Good luck with that. Where does any of this lead? Am I going to turn a corner and suddenly find myself face to face with a creeper? I feel I should possibly aim a little bit more lighting into this area so that I don't suddenly turn the corner. Ugh. Then again, you know what? Where am I? Where are we going? Where are we going and why are we in this handbasket? Sleep through a fireworks display, you can sleep through anything. Well, I mean... No comment? It depends just how good the fireworks were. Alright. 1, little 2, little 3, little madness. 4, little 5, little 6, little madness. Finishing a rattler. Waiting for the melatonin to... What the heck is a rattler? I don't recognize that term. Error 404. Term not found. Please illuminate. Input. Need more input. Scotsman 5 is alive. Actually, I think this is only Scotsman 4. I haven't died. I've only died 4 times. And a beer soda, but okay. Something tells me my inventory's full again. I'm not doing very well on the whole inventory management thing today.
It is you!
It is I. Right, let's see what we crash into this time. You know what? I should probably just bring a chest down. Hey, Tor. Right, I know. Let's just empty most of my inventory out. Because clearly I have absolutely no chance of doing anything sensible so far. Also, why do I have 2 beds in my inventory? Under what circumstances would 2 beds be useful? Don't answer that. I've got 3 things that just went through my mind that would all be valid answers for that. Not one of them is stream sensible or stream safe, even with a mature flag. If it's Charlie Chaplin, would somebody ask how the heck he's back from the dead? It is I, the zombie of Charlie Chaplin. The zombie of Charlie Chaplin? Well, that's a funny thing to encounter. Just a little bit of light necromancy. You keep your necromancy to yourself, sir. Reminds me of the D&D equivalent of that's not what I wanted. Of the Lord of the Rings, you know. The ranger goes, "You have my bow." The warrior goes, "And my axe." And the necromancer goes, "And your dead brother." I think I've missed half of that pun, however. So, whoopsie. I am going to take this bit out. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of necromancy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. That way Sean Bean might have had. There is. I've seen a film in which Sean Bean made it to the end alive. He made it to the end. No, that's the wrong one. He made it to the end of The Martian, completely alive, totally intact, and without ever actually leaving the planet. Yes, but there are differences between taking roles where you die and yeah. And that was done, Cyber, as a storyline in Babylon 5. I can't remember what the episode name is, but one country brings back virtual holograms of Sheridan and Garibaldi and Delenn, and basically tries to use them to justify all sorts of things in their war. It is quite a good one. Oh, and Farscape is well worth it. Far Future episode last season. Yeah, I think it was last season, CB. I'm trying to avoid saying too much about it because, well, it's actually a nice one to know to not know the way that it turns out midway through. Starting to wonder what the heck's going on with the music. Nah, okay. It is actually running. BG, Battlestar Galactica? That raises the question. Original or remake? Either. Yeah. Final episode of the semi-final season. Ah, that would have been... I think they added that episode because they suddenly got told, by the way, you actually have another season. And so they were filling in airtime. I'm starting to think the music's drunk this evening. Let's try this one. Ah, it's better. Utopian. Eh. This one. This is When Darkness Comes. It's quite an old one. But I did actually only add this one into my mix quite recently on the grounds that I re-encountered it and thought, you know what, this is nice. Because, no clue, but it is that sort of piece of music, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I built something. I've been going back through the Approaching Nirvana archive that I have, updating my music library and making sure which bits are. So I went through ages back and pulled together like the first 100 odd tracks that I could find. Actually, I think it's, how many tracks is it? 145 tracks are currently in the playlist. So I pulled out 145 tracks and was like, yeah, this is a good mix. And I've been recently going back into his archive and pulling out all the music that is on the you can use this and which I feel like having. Kel, somehow I'm not surprised at that from you. What was I going to say? Oh yes, I happen to have quite a heavy archive of Approaching Nirvana because of two reasons. The first is, since I enjoy using his music so much in stream, I actually have him as one of the people that I support on Patreon. And the other one is many, many moons ago when he did Cinematic Soundscapes Volume 2 as a Kickstarter. One of the options was, and give me the entire back library of everything that he's produced ever up to that point. So I backed at that tier. 2, 3, 4, 5. Which resulted in an archive of about 400 tracks being delivered to me at the end of that Kickstarter, and I'm like, dude, awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, what do you know? It's... Wait, what? We're not even an off by one error. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there's your off by one error. Okay, 1, 2, 4. So I've gone 4, 4, 5. I can't even do... I give up. I really give up. How in Smeg's name did I come up with that? I don't care. It looks okay, so I don't mind. And actually, yeah. Right, I'm going to need more of that. And while we're at it, let us... That's not what I wanted to put there. Or it was, but I wanted... What? But how? What? Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, so if I want to do that, I want to do that. And I probably then want to do that. That makes more sense. most people won't notice. It is just I who will probably pay any attention to the amount of off-by-one errors in this world. Simply because it is I. It is I, Leclerc. No, I shall say this on the events. No, what? Ding 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 ding. Ding dong, madness on high. Scotsman's losing his marbles. Ding dong, verily am high. Hello references turn up every so often. Now it's when I start making references to the Avengers and start going on about Steed and Peel, or Purdy and Gambit, or maybe even Tamara King. Then you have to then you start realizing that I'm old. It's been a while since I watched the Avengers. I might have to dig that out again. I actually have all of them on DVD, and thus, due to the joys of DVD ripping software, I happen to have them all on the server behind me. The DVDs are currently in the shelf. Actually, no, that's a lie. I don't have Season 1 all the way back before Mr. Steed got involved. Did it actually have a different name? God, this is cobbled. Okay. Huh. See, the things I wasn't paying attention to. Right. I mean, to be honest, The Avengers, the TV series, is from 1965 to 1969. It does have a little bit of advantage on date. Nobody's quite sure what the date was, but everybody wanted the date with Mrs. Peel. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there. Actually, I don't think I can. I kind of need to have that as... I said, boy. Okay. Let us modify this a little bit and bring you in for the moment. Dang it, my sanity is not coping with this. Swing it. Deal with the stairs and slabs for one side, and then the stairs and the slabs for the middle, etc. Yeah, no, get it right. Do one thing first, second thing second, fourth thing third, and eventually you'll get to the bottom. Dagnabbit, skeleton. That made me jump so much. I'm also very glad it wasn't a creeper. Where the heck did he come from? The problem is, it could have been anywhere. Right, for the moment. Yeah, that was a distinct, very, very hard jump scare moment. I did not need a jump scare. Available now on aisle 3. Everything that Scotsman was trying not to hide. Just because it was... I mean, look at that. What a... Oh, fair. The game's picking on me. And you're all enjoying it. I'll get you. And your little dog Toto. I mean, I would try and argue, but I'd lose. Just how many arrows was that skeleton carrying? I mean, really, 5 arrows? That's just not fair. No wonder he attacked. No, I'm gonna put that one here and there. There's a reason why I am leaving. I'm building a very surreal middle line on this, and all will become clearer once I know what I'm doing. Yes, I'm very well aware of exactly what I just said. No, did not want that there. Just that there. Thank you very much. Kindly leave the stage. Remember to tip your waitress. Actually, I think... yeah, that looks nicely. Okay, so that's alright. That works. That gets me down to here without deciding that anything is broken. Everything is broken. Well, at least it's not cow tipping, Cyber. We are not students. We are therefore not attempting to undertake any elements of cow tipping. Oh, I thought I had half slabs in mossy cobblestone. Why is my inventory? Ow. Apparently today is going to be high on the splat count. I'm almost tempted to say we should... What can I say except mountain? That was yesterday, Squishy. Everyone remember where they left their sanity. I should probably eat to make sure that I don't... Was it only yesterday? I mean, it was at some point in the past. I thought it was yesterday. I mean, my grip on reality is bad. So the week. You're okay, Scott. It has been a day, Landstrud. It has definitely been a day. I was about to say, did I put the day of the week into the title for some reason? I'm like, please tell me I didn't say that it was Friday in stream title. I know I said unleash the kraken. But okay. Soon, somewhere in the recent path. Path? Here, deep in the undertones of the end. Praise the path. Yes. This is the path to madness. This is the path to madness. And we're going mad. Am I out of... You know what? At this rate, I'm going to bring down a smacking... God. This is the... Show me the way. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to fight a squirrel. Wait, what? I don't really know what's going on, and it's all going slightly mad. It was very niche. This path is so totally messed up. How badly messed up is this path? What was I thinking? Actually, I'm thinking it's quite it's looking very, very weather beaten. Slightly more than a little bit smegged. Smiggity-doo-dah, smiggity, I'm gonna build some random today. Many all of ya-da-dee-dee. Schmiggity-doo-dah, schmiggity, ya-da-dee-dee-da-bum, ya-da-dee-dee-dee, ya-da-da-dee-da-bum.
Holy rusty metal, Scotsman.
Ah, no. Didn't do that. We're gonna do this, Get right, man. Yes, that'll do. One of them. Let's go with one of them there and one of them there as well. We're looking for them there. Them there blocks. Okay, now that's pretty good. I can live with that. Actually, I quite like that. That has all the undertones of this path is old, ancient, and old and busted. New hotness. Brilliant. Now we're trying to work out whether or not Will Smith is going to take over. I'd like to swap that for that. Put that there. Take those two out and put one of you. And no, one of you. Getting there. I like that. Let's put one of those there. Put two of those in. We'll do something nice with this area in a minute. Do that. I need to decide what I want to do with this. This is going to be our entrance to the mines. Oh, hey, I found a path out of down there that doesn't actually cause me to go splat. As long as I pay attention all the way up. Which probably means I'm going to go splat many, many times if I attempt it. Okay. Yeah, it's superfractalcalamistic. What? Let's get rid of them. And actually, what I would like is one of those. Right. I don't know what's going on. Again with the splats. Ow. What? How? CB? Why? I don't know what CB said, but I think... Okay. Have a good look, Squishy. Right, no caps. That would do it. I mean, The bot gets a little bit persnickety when you use all caps. That's what I was looking for. Cranky bot gets a little bit cranky bot. Cranky bot is cranky. Oh, is that up? I think I remember seeing an announcement that was coming yesterday. I didn't know it was up already. Awesome. I will have to go and look at that later. Is as of an hour ago. Awesome. Right, I'm going to collapse some stuff onto the front of that so that the cart is where it is. Which means I need more materials. Ow. That was not an accurate arrival. That's the one, Cyber. Thank you, Kel. I will watch it later. We do a lot of weird around here. Well, at least I do. Woohoo! All the discords. All the discords we do know are filling up with a link to go. Bum bum diddly bum bum diddly diddly bum bum diddly bum diddly diddly bum bum. See, I can land occasionally without actually smashing my face into the planet. It is possible for me not to crash and die. I would argue with it, but I mean it's entirely accurate. Baboingada. Diddly bong. Diddly bong bong. Diddly bong 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 diddly bong. Diddly bong 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 diddly bong. Bong bong diddly bong 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 diddly bong 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 diddly bong 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 bong. Which track is this? Oh, calm. Okay. Let's do that. Let's put that there as well. No, let's not. Let's pretend we did. Let's put it there instead. Put that there. I'm trying to make it look like this is starting to suffer from things collapsing onto it a little. Didn't you want that? Oh. It's a miracle. He hasn't gone splat in 12 seconds. Okay. How's that looking? That feels much more like an interesting entrance down to the caves, the mines. The fact that the mines have been... Oh, ooh, aha, I wonder. Dunga, dunga, dunga. Ishkabibble. Boing, 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 boing. Where are we? Okay, we're close enough. Yes. Yes. So the concept is that the mines have fallen foul. So the thought that's going through my mind is, what if the mines have totally fallen foul, but they fell foul many, many moons ago? And they were one of the first things to fall foul to the crystals. So maybe one side of this, we have, say, this tunnel. We have it sealed off with crystal, so it looks like it's grown over it. And then... So, one of the crystal cave spiders. No. No. I am not even going to attempt to figure that one out. Also, that's going far too far down the direction of replicators. And we don't have an O'Neill to aid us in making sure that we don't end up in deep trouble. So, for full description of what the heck is going on in my brain, if I'm going to go if I'm going to do really, I'm going to do more detail on crystal maze spiders. Wow. Does that mean I have to shave my head and become distinctly disturbing, or are we talking one of the later versions of the crystal maze? Dang it. Train of thought just fell over so totally. Yes, sorry. Train of thought. I'm going to put more detail into the walls and sides of this, but what I don't want to have to do is to go through and completely detail an entire mine, because we would be here for the rest of the year just keeping up with that. But equally, I don't want it to feel like... Nah, he was actually pretty cool. I did like him. I don't want to have to go high pretties on an entire mine shaft. But if I can make it so that it seems like they just basically pulled back and sealed up the mine because of what they found... Well, doesn't he always? Because of what they found. They sealed up the mine. They decided, nope, we don't want to be down here. We don't want it escaping. We just want to seal up the mine and hope for the best that it can't come out. Then I can actually do that as a pretties. And then that allows us some sort of break point where we don't have to build like 17,000 areas of mine. Yes. Ugly and fast. And probably 3 layers deep, so... So, sort of, you know, chains, metal plates, cobble, yeah. I'm thinking half a dozen things might cross my mind. Iron block. I was thinking more copper blocks combined with some chain, maybe some iron trapdoors, that sort of thing. Let's work out the rest of the stuff leading down into the cave first. So let's work out the side walls of this mine. I was tempted to do packed mud and mud, but actually I don't think I want to. That's gonna be a little bit too much. What do we want to do for... Sorry. What you can't see, simply because it's not on screen at the moment, is a bat just spent a minute flying around directly in the face of the cam account. The bats are taunting me via the cam account now. Oh no. Oh, dang it. That's just wrong. Why are the bats? Why the bats? I don't need more chaos in my life. I've got enough of it. I've got you lot. It's one of those. Why? Always run for more chaos. Like I said, I don't need more chaos. I've got you lot. Let's see. Actually, no, those should be at the other. That's not going to help. Typical. It's if you sing it loud enough, you'll always sound crazy. Oh, I meant to bring more of the polished basalt down with me. Okay, I need other things anyway, so I might as well head back up to the camp. I'm starting to think it might be easier just to... I need a raid farm so that I can get party poppers. I'm going to need party poppers at this rate. Oh... Okay, so, that one. Popping over his mouth. To be honest, I think I'm about one step short of that. I mean, really. How often do we think that I'm not about to... I'm just like one step short of burning out a party popper? For those who don't watch Tango, party poppers are basically what he describes the totem of undying. Which, to be honest, given I'd probably burnt through about a dozen today if I wasn't careful. What am I doing? Right. What else did I come up here for? Oh, yes. No. That one. Polished basalt. Dang it. Polished, dang it, basalt. That's not what I was trying to get. I sound like an annoyed cat in a carrier on the way to the vet. Okay. What are the odds of making it out of today's stream with any sanity? I'm not even sure I made it into today's stream with any sanity. Right. Ooh, obsidian. That feels like a good idea. I was actually thinking blackstone. Blackstone brick, maybe with some of the what's the one that is the chiseled blackstone? Because blackstone feels like it's the sort of, this is really heavy duty, extremely solid material type thing. And thus it would possibly be more likely to be the one that if you were in deep doo-doo and needed to seal something up, blackstone would be the one I would go for. Plus also blackstone feels like it would look more unbreakable. And we then have the opportunity to do pretty things with blackstone, which we can't with obsidian. Because obsidian, much as how it's nice, is just one of those things that we don't have nice blocks with. Thank you for that, Minecraft. We really need some nice blocks in obsidian. Obsidian. What is obsidian? Obsidian. No. That one shouldn't be there. Nor should that one. You. I could probably also do with some lanterns shortly and start putting proper sort of lighting down here. My inventory is turning into an absolute raving lunatic again. Oh no, wait. That's me. I'm the raving lunatic. My inventory is just insane. No, other way round. That. And then that. That's better. Boing. Did I see a raven? Well, at least it's not a monster raven looning. What? How is it I'm out of mossy stone brick walls again already? Didn't I, like, make more of those? Ah, humbug. Keep running out of materials. It's not fair. If I do that, then I can put some of this next to it, and that will feel more like it's appropriate, and I feel like I should have that raised one further up. So let's get up above it. Didn't I pick up some... No, yes. Better. You. And you. And you. And you. And you. And you, and you, and you. It's going to need to be sealed off. Do we? Do we need to seal that off? Or do we need to just make it look like it's sort of capped in like that? So it's sort of clear that they were attempting to... Yeah, that kind of... Yeah, I like that more, actually. That feels nice. I like that. I might do something similar actually over here. If I can figure out bats. See you. I see you, Batty. I see you. Fly into the lava. You know you want to. Nope. Dang it. I'm not quite sure why I suddenly have this this I was about to say unconstitutional hatred of bats. Why would it be unconstitutional? Huh? Unconstitutional isn't the word I'm looking for. Unrepentant? Okay, well, I'm unrepentant in many things. My hatred of bats is not part of it. But hey. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That means that really there should be that. At which point we might as well just put that there. I feel like I should possibly encase the top of this. Like so. Just to sort of hint that it's... Yeah, that's nice. I like that. This actually now feels more like the entrance to a mineshaft. I like it. It's coming together a bit. I need something on the side to have sort of like no drama safety llama up to code entrance to avoid people walking down into the lava-strewn cavern. Of which there is much. That, and then one of those there. Yeah, that's better. That feels... That I like. That I like. I need to remove you, but I'll get to you later. Unadulterated hatred. Yeah, that might work. I mean, we all know that I definitely don't class as an adult in this situation. And I know that's not the term, but it's still funny. Oh yeah, that feels so much nicer. I like that. That really feels like a nice... And this is more the tone to match the both the rest of the cavern and the surface entrance to all of this. Which, for those who may not remember, looks a bit like this. So we've got the pillars and the stone path. So that all feels like it ties it down into this area, and then more specifically ties it down into this area. Yeah, I like that. That brings the consistency of the build into the build. I know I was trying to say something there, but today is going to be one of those days where the splat count just keeps going. Just keep splatting, just keep splatting. Splattery-doo-dah, splattery. Scotsman scraping his face off the walls today. Plenty of splatting getting in the way. Right. Blacks. That's deep slate. Do I only have one piece of... Hiss. Yes, I actually have blackstone. Yay! He has blackstone. Nope. The shulker box. The shulker boxes are getting worse. Saved by the ender chest. Yes. I swear the amount of shulker boxes on display here is just getting painful. I'm going to have to tidy up my shulker monster at some point. But then again, we're getting close to completion of cavern. Oh, I meant to bring... Dagnabbit. again. Really? What did I bounce off that time? There we are. 22. Don't snakes just keep... Snakes? What do snakes have to do with it? I don't have any snakes in my ender chest. At least I can get down without splatting.
Get down and get funky.
Get down, get down, get down. Down, 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 da, down, da, down, down. I meant to put one of those over the top. Actually, hold on. I have decided. I have decided. Gets bigger with every snack. Oh! Yes. Yeah, yeah. That snake. God, I remember playing that on old Nokia mobile phones. You know, the same mobile phones that basically would survive an apocalypse. And probably still have some battery life after it. Let's put that in for a second, because I would like to put one like that. Oh! Okay, we'll do it like this then. So there's that. Yeah, that sounds about right, Landstrad. Nope, I still need more. I still need more. Surely I have to have a better way out of this cavern than by splatting myself against the ceiling constantly. Drown in a waterfall. Is that a suitable alternative? That worked. God, the old the Nokia, I think it was the 8210. The really, really ancient ones that you could beat someone to death with and then phone for a coroner on. Was that a 3210? No, that was a 3210, I think. Basically ancient. 3310, that's the one. Yeah. I saw a cartoon, single-panel comic strip of one of the old Nokia, apparently 3310s, sitting on a rocking chair, explaining to kids how, in my day, we didn't have to worry about being dropped on the floor, we would just bounce. and crack the floor. I hear a bat. Oops. Dang it! Come back here. I don't need that. I think that path is safe because it's fully lit up. Besides, we're wow. We're slowly, rapidly sealing off these caves. Like is a couple more of these. Make it look like it was definitely "Ye shall not pass." Let's put one there. And put in some of this. So it's very much sort of, we sealed it up fast, sort of thing. Do something about that roof. Does that look very hastily and solidly filled in? What I'm also thinking of doing is... Actually, no. What we will do is we will put no. No. Oh, yeah. Actually, if I do these vertically, if I remember rightly, you can actually squeeze between metal chains when they're vertical. I should really do a crossbeam just here. He says taking out entirely the wrong block. You were supposed to be there. You were supposed to be the one. Anakin, you were supposed to be the one. The one that is, the one that was, or the one that will be? If I do that, that kind of looks like it's chained up. Or it's sort of got bars in the way to prevent you getting through. Actually, what I might do is... if I do that, can you still get... Yeah, you can still sneak through. And that looks like it's sort of heavily barred. And then you get to this, which is like... No, We don't want you going past here. This is the... This... Ah, that needs crystal. Just a couple. To hint at why it's been sealed off. And actually, to save myself from myself, let's get the crystals from the geode. After all, that's what it's here for. 3. Let's go for 3. I'd like to get out. Yay! I didn't burn to death trying to jump over the chasm. So what we can do is maybe through here we'll make it blatantly obvious. No, that's not as obvious as I was hoping it would be. What I might do is actually fill that area with actual crystal. So you can just see it through the holes. Yeah, I need some amethyst. Smeg it. Let's encounter the pain. Oh, hey, I didn't encounter the pain. That can't be right. I made it up here without going splat. I know it's rare. It's very rare. That's not one. That's the one. Let's bring some of that. And let's bring a couple of the small... a couple, he says, grabbing 16. Yeah, that should be enough. Put the 4 blocks behind the holes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it looks like, as you say, like it's being slowly breached. So if we put one here, we can then put that in again. And actually what I might do is just leave that. So we have a breach. So it's not so much slow as it's gotten through. I hear you, Batty. I hear you. Maybe if I use a smaller one. But, oh, you're right, you can't tell that there's a mineshaft behind it. I mean, you can't really tell that there's a mineshaft behind it in the first place. Maybe we should have it so that this one is less sealed. So that it's clear there's a mineshaft back there. You know, sort of something like this. And then we dot this mineshaft with some crystal. He says, realizing he doesn't have enough crystal. But we can do something like this. If I do that, we can then put that there, and it's this you can see the mine shaft behind that one, you can see the crystal behind that one, you've got the crystal behind this one. How's that? Does that feel better? Now we can actually see why it was sealed up, and these two have basically fallen foul completely. And of course, to get down here anyway, you've got to get past the iron bars sealing it off. I'm tempted to... Whoops. Take out some of this for a second. And bring back... run a rail into the wall works as an idea. What I might also do is have it so that there's a couple of pieces of... have a piece of wood actually here as well. So you've got the wood there and the wood there, and I need some more rail if I'm going to do that. Actually, let's steal a couple of rails from here, because we don't need to have all the rails left here anymore. We can make it look like some of them are gone. And then we do one there, and actually... No. I actually wanted to place that high. There. That feels like it's not blocked off well now, though. Also, there's a suicide shrub. I'm not a fan of the suicide shrubs. Ah, I know. Do that. Really? I keep... that wasn't what I wanted. Also, that's not the right material to have been sealing it up. How about that? Does that feel better? We've got the rails were running into here, the crystal's taken this one over, you've got the visible crystals here and bits of wood, and you can see through this one. And what I'm going to do is go into here and add some more of the crystal growth into the corridor here, and actually add some of the black stone. Make it look like they tried to seal it off in here as an earlier attempt. And I could really do with a few more crystals. Actually, I'll move this one to here. Yeah. And then we put back that, and actually what I might do is let's use some of this a bit more. Oh, nice. Rice spatula thingies comes in handy. So it looks like they attempted to seal this off earlier. If I do that, they'll join that wall up. Oh, that now looks so much more. What I will do is take out that one and put it like so, and put that there. And if I pick this up and put it here, and then that's nice. Now it looks like they tried to seal this tunnel off and the crystals just kept coming and they've ended up having to seal off the whole thing. And what I might do is take advantage of that and do that. And a bit of this. No. Too much. So we've got sort of visible hints of all of this. I like that. That feels so much more like it works now. And we've got this cave where it is very much, this has been an attempt to seal it off and it's just not worked. Right, one of the things that I did want to do was also a couple of bits of just tiny detail. How do I get onto the side of that one? Like so. And then maybe one here and one here. That makes it look like it's been riveted together a bit more. I really should do something across the top of that, but I don't know if I do. Or if I want to. Yeah, I like this. This feels better. Oh, I don't need that torch, I don't think. Then again, maybe I do. Wait, what? So where's my numbers? Oh, they're there. Dang it. I need glow lichen. Each year, as they reach the madness, you find the Scotsman swimming back home up the waterfalls. A Scotsman will do the same trip many times over its lifetime, attempting to get back to its home. It always goes back to the same location. Some think the Scotsman can travel many miles, always going back up the same waterfall. Others think the Scotsman is just completely crazy. I know, that was a bit of a fishy tale. Or fishy train of thought. But is everything quark? Yes. I'm afraid so. It's quark all the way down. Oh, hold on. That one goes in this one. Nope, not that one. This one. And that goes in there. So we've got glow lichen. Chains go back into this one. Lightning rods go back in here. I'm having one of those attempt to empty my inventory just a little moments. Because it currently is a great steaming pile of yay. Of yay? Yay. Didn't I have a chest with more? No. 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 That's not even a chest. I thought one of these had moss in. Where did all my moss go? Am I out of moss yet again? Why? Why? Why are you having a money? To the noise cavern. Oh, cyber. That was truly, truly atrocious. Truly atrocious. It's truly, truly atrocious. Absolutely smegin' atrocious. Egg of indecision. Do you get when you cross a fish and a banker? Not sure. That one's got me going, huh? Let's turn off the sound in the noise cave. Lone shot. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. That was just awful. Right, I think I've got enough moss. How are we doing on bone meal? My word! We're down to... The puns. The puns. The punzel, the punzel. Let down thy jokes. How about that? Now then. I've made it down without actually dying. Right. What I was attempting to do was clear up some of this area. And get rid of things like random torches so that we don't have to have random torches in the cave anymore. Random glow lichen in the cave. I'm happy with that. I can live with glow lichen all over the place. That feels so much better now. Oh, there's one over here still. Missed one. I think those 2 zeros are perfectly safe. Why is there a torch here? Because apparently there is an absolutely ridiculous amount of stuff. Actually, I wonder. I am going to be naughty and have some stuff growing behind the waterfall. Just a little bit. There. Alright. And just to really make this a bit more interesting, if I do that, does that solve all of my... Not in the slightest. Why is it that it just... There. That's better. Okay, we have no zeros. Yes, we have no zeros. No zeros are coming out to play. Oh. Well, then again, maybe we do. Okay. I must admit, I'm really kinda... There are days where I think it might be easier to have the cam account have the ability to see the numbers, so that I don't have them... Oh, blimey. Whoops. Ah, no. Smeg. Smeg, smeg. Oh, come on. That was never a... That's a problem. That's spawnable area. There we are. Right. If we go up the waterfall... Are there any visible zeros now? Nope. I feel fine. Da, 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 da. I knew that I might. Do I need that? Possibly. We can get away with it if we put in a little bit of glow lichen and stick a berry on it. There we are. You know I'm just shaking my head here at these. It's a bit of a net loss when your puns are this bad. I still see a zero. Why? Why did there have to be a single smegging zero just there? Because it wanted to make life difficult for me. Right. There. You're all gonna drive me crazy. You drive me crazy. I won't survive. You're gonna make me want to hide from the puns. Okay. There's a torch there still, and a torch there still. Why is there a torch there? There's a glowberry right next to it. Right. I'm gonna regret this one. I didn't. I regret nothing. Right. I think I got away with that. That didn't actually unlight anything. There's a torch here. 2-to-1 odds this is going to unlight something. No. No. Apparently we're safe. Up. Up. And yeah, there's a glowberry right next to that torch. So I don't know why that torch was still in existence. We got a single 0 here. So let's just give it a bit of a glowberry region around it. No. 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 Uh-oh. What is Cyber about to regret? I mean, rice is one of those things that tends to... yeah, that one you might regret. I don't know. Until you said last year, it didn't seem too bad. I feel like I missed one of these. That one. I need some more glow lichen, I think. Yeah. That's better. That now brings some of this down under this path. And of course, we still have one more section of world that needs... So I still need to figure out what to detail. Ooh, there's some zeros over there. Excuse me, Batty. Batty, Batty. Come here. I just want to hit you with my sword. I win! I win! Squeaker go squeak no more. Hello. This must be a this must be a copper vein, because there's a full bit of baked beans here. Drive me closer. You drive me closer. and closer to madness. Right. I think that's most of the zeros that still exist in this world. Right. Oh yeah, copper veins will do the full baked beans. Yeah, that one you should get rid of, Cyber. If it's been open, no. But yeah, full baked beans will exist in the world. Right, I think I can turn off Mini HUD again. Because I'm done with messing with light sources for a while. So. Really? That's not fair. Do we want to bring some of the moss down this section? I kind of feel like it would be nice to have some there. Kind of feel like it would be nice if I could place a... Nope. Okay, we're going around. It goes around and around and around. Ah, there we are. We can get to it this way. I feel like here, hit it. Get rid of you, hit it. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that's perfect. That's nice. I like that. And then what we can do is have some of this here. And maybe a little bit here. Why am I using the shears that aren't dead? Wait a minute. Why is there a torch here? Dang it. Missed one. Oh, there's one here. That one I can deal with just by doing that, though. This cavern is very rapidly reaching the point where it is light safe without the aid of any torches. Yes, it probably... Hark at Cyber giving sensible advice here. I mean, really? From Cyber? No. Thank you for the thought, Cyber. I really should have thought of that myself. So how are we doing? We've got a little bit of growth down there. We've got the growth of that down there. Tempted to bring some moss into this section. Not much, just one shot of it. And one shot up. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough to make a difference. Interestingly, Pixel Riffs discussed it in his survival. What's that? He's started a new survival series. What's it called? It's his one where he teaches you how to play it. Survival Guide. Thank you. I know what I'm talking about, even if I can't word. Okay, so we've got that coming all the way down here, around here. I'm going to swap over to the cam account so that I can actually just look around easier. As long as I don't splat it straight into... something caught on fire as I was walking past. Whoopsie. I bet it was some grass over here. Oopsie. Oh well. Doesn't matter. That'll help clear back some of the stuff. Because of course grass versus magma. Grass versus lava. Not a good combination. So that's definitely nicely overgrown. That area is lavaed. It's lavally. That area's got the lava fall running down to here. We've got the mine entrance that we've just added. This is feeling like this area is now very much closer to feature complete. I mean, by area I mean the one I was looking at. We still have this area, which might be tomorrow's stream to finish it all off. Is there anything I need to do around... Come here. I'll get you. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I'm aware that... the bats are always mocking me. All I have to say is, imagine that sequence with yakety sax played over the top of it. that was very much one of those. Okay. What the? I might be losing it a bit. Anyone seen my grip on reality? Gotcha. Welcome back, Squishy. I win.
The bat has died.
That's what I needed to deal with. This area. This area. Still torched. It needs to be untorched. But the bats are tormenting me. They must die. They're tormenting me. They really are. I want to kill them. Yes, kill them. Ahem. Engine. Crash Bandicoot. Oh, okay. Not a game I ever played. Oh, there's a 0 up on that tentacle. Ooh, there's a 0 down here. Really? The tentacles, they have the zeros. You must remove the 0. There. Cortex is eager. 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 You must help me, Eager. Yes, master. Eager will help. Hey, Raven. Greetings and welcome from a plane. Okay. So that's sorted that area out. It's no longer got torches in it. I nearly just walked straight off the edge into that lava fall. That would have been bad. Even when crouched, I can still nearly kill myself. Wouldn't it be nice if I was sane? And wouldn't it be nice if I didn't kill myself? I don't think Raven has access to the list of quotes on a plane. I'm tired of these mother-f***ing quotes on this mother-f***ing plane. What? Okay. Have we got this to... Do I... Should I... Will I? No, I think this actually is at the point where I'm happy about it. No crispy fried swirls. Swirls? Squirrels, even. Swirly. Swirly. Okay. I think, due to the fact that I'm currently actually avoiding trying to go to a specific area and start dealing with it, that we might be at the point of going into Pretty's mode. Partially because time, and partially because it fits. Since you won't have seen it yesterday, Raven, due to not being here, this is our new lava factory. We have all the lava. It's lovely. It just needs a bit of time for the copper to finish oxidizing in places, but yeah. Looks good both in Pretty's and non-Pretty's mode. And it might have had an accident. The lava escaped. So that was yesterday, and partially the day before. We've also... actually, I'm going to just get this account to the Shulker monster that is getting ridiculous. The Shulker monster is taking over. And we shall go into Pretty's mode. So, now we have the mineshaft entrance at the bottom of the lift shaft. Oh, that is a beautiful... I like that just to position. And as you go down into the mine, you find that it has been sealed off because the crystals were taking over. Oh, I like it. That is distinctly, we do not want this to escape. And yet, it did. I like that. That has come out really nicely. And combine that with the additional bits of work that we've done around here. That fills in that area so much nicer. And we even have a lift now. We have a lift. And I don't think you'll have seen this bit, Raven, either. Which is, we have a new tentacle. The tentacles, they continue to take over. Actually, we have a second one of these. Down here. Deep under the lava area, we have a second tentacle. All the concentrical tentacles are taking over the caverns. Remember, if your tentacle isn't concentrical, it should not be allowed into the caverns. Yeah, I like this. It feels very much closer to being finished now. So, I think we have but one more area left to fix. And that will be this one, which is in dire need of something. And at the same time, I probably should also fix this corner and get it so that it's not got torches dotted around. We've fixed all of this. The torches up here are natural, and we now have the consistency of, as you come down this path, we've got the polished basalt supports, and then you come down the lift into the mine, and there's more of the polished. Yes, I like that. That really fits nicely into the design, and gives us a reason for having the lift go all the way down into the dark, into the depths. It's also got quite a nice sort of... Yeah, it really fits nicely. Ooh, that's a nice view. I don't think we've really looked at it from this sort of angle before. I wonder, would that be visible from this angle? Oh, nice. I don't think I'd actually thought to look at it in Pretty's mode from here. I like that. Either way, however, we have reached that point where we have run out of time. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. I hope everyone has enjoyed the madness, the silliness, the surrealism, and the building. we have made fantastic progress down in the caverns this week. The to-do list for the caverns has 1 item left on it, unless anyone's going to start adding to them tomorrow. Chat, please don't keep adding to them. I'd like to finish out. I don't want to keep building underground forever. I'm not a total dwarf. Caverns are nearly done. Yes. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will hopefully be able to tick off that last to-do. And then we can get back up onto the surface and find the more 1,000,001 things left still to build up there. Either way, I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening, and I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.